Hi, fourth and fifth grade. Welcome. So by now you already listened to the song Glory. The song was written for a movie called Selma, which came out in 2014. And before we jump into the activity, I'm going to tell you a little bit of the background, the history, so that it makes sense. So this song was written for the movie Selma, which covers the events that took place in Selma, Alabama, with Martin Luther King Jr. and other activists. It's important that we know that there's more people than just Martin Luther King Jr. There's a lot of activists that their names are important. We want to know that it's not just Martin Luther King Jr. who did all these things. There were a lot of people involved. The movie is about a group of black people in Alabama that were trying to register to vote. There was a history, there was a point where people were allowed to vote, but there were people that wanted to make it very difficult for black people to vote. And they did it because they didn't want black people to have a voice. They would wait outside of courthouses and try to scare them away, or they would make really difficult tests that no one could possibly answer. And they made those little obstacles so that people couldn't vote. So there were groups that would march together to try to vote, and Martin Luther King Jr. helped lead one of these groups in Selma. They tried 3 times to go and vote, and all 3 times they were met by the police, who turned them back and sometimes even attacked them all because they weren't allowed to be there. Martin Luther King Jr. and the people that were trying to register to vote, they didn't give up. They kept trying because they knew that they had a right to vote and their voices were important. And so eventually on the third try, they were allowed to pass and they got to register. The problems were still there, but it was a start. So the song was written for the movie. The song talks about a day where everyone will truly be treated as equals. When they wrote the song, John Legend and Common wanted to write a song that talked about the past and the present. Fourth grade, you're going to choose one of these selected lyrics and you're going to write a response to it. And you're going to think, what does it mean to you? Here's one of the quotes. One day when the glory comes, it'll be ours. It'll be ours. One day when the war is won, we will be sure. We will be sure. Here's another quote that you can choose. Every day women and men become legends. Sins that go against our skin become blessings. The movement is a rhythm to us. Freedom is like religion to us. And here's a third quote that you can choose. Now we right the wrongs in history. No one can win the war individually. It takes the wisdom of the elders and the young people's energy. Choose one of these quotes and write a reflection about what it means to you. Now for my fifth graders, John Legend and Common need your help. They want to write a new verse to the song. Help them write a new verse, making it at least 8 lines long. Fourth grade, if you want to do this challenging activity, go ahead. Fifth graders, you're going to write your own new verse to the song. Write it from your heart. Okay? I'm excited to see what everyone has to think about, every thought that you have. I'm excited to see you share your ideas. I'm looking forward to it. Hope you have a great week. Bye.